Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Day, and I wanted to make a video about things that I really do not like about being transgender. I think that oftentimes a lot of trans influencers and YouTubers kind of over glamorize the whole trans thing, and I think that more things need to be said about some of the not so great things about transition, especially with the agenda that's being weirdly pushed nowadays onto kids, which is a total problem and a whole video in its own. But yeah, so I just wanted to make a video about things that aren't so great because it's my life, it's my struggle, it's my truth. I'm going to tell you what's up. So the first thing that I hate about being trans is gender dysphoria. It definitely takes number one. Gender dysphoria is something that every trans person has. It's what makes you trans. And it is a bitch. Gender dysphoria, honestly, it's gotten better over the years with my transition, which is a good thing. But it's, at least for me anyway, it's not totally going to go away. And that's kind of unfortunate and it sucks. It sucks a lot. It's honestly like its own little version of hell, to be honest with you. Things like having to tuck, if you don't know what tucking is, it's stupid things like having to tuck, like to get ready. It's like a whole extra process and like you're getting ready to leave to go somewhere routine. It's really not that fun, especially, sorry if this is TMI, especially if you're not that big of a size, like it can come undone, and I'd really rather not have to deal with that. I did start my medical transition when I was 19 years old, so I definitely went through a few years of male puberty, so it's changed some of my bone structure, and it's something I'm gonna have to accept. And if you're someone who's thinking about transitioning and you've went through puberty, there's just some things that you're gonna have to understand that just might not be able to be changed about you, and it sucks a lot. It really does. The second thing that I hate about being trans is my dependence on medication. So this one you might be going, oh, well, you should have known that before going into your transition. And the truth is, yes, I did know that taking cross-sex hormones is something that's like beneficial to healthy transition. For me, what I take is I take a testosterone blocker. I actually take a couple of testosterone blockers and estrogen. I take it in pill form. And I am pre-operative. So I wouldn't have to take the blockers if I did decide to get the operation, but I don't see that in the near future at all for me. So it's the thought of being a customer of Big Pharma for the rest of my life that's kind of a disappointing reality, because what if some crazy situation happens where I can't have access to my hormones, like society collapses or some law is passed or something, and next thing you know, I'm out of hormones. And if I ever decide to get like an orchiectomy done or a bottom surgery done, that would be a really bad thing because your body needs hormones. And if I don't have even testosterone in my system, then I'd be running on no hormones. And it's a very scary thought overall. Like, it'd be nice to like not feel like I have to be dependent on the system in order to like live my life. But I guess it's not that bad because people are dependent on all sorts of things anyways. So that's one way you can look at it. It's just one thing that I'm definitely not too thrilled to have to like do, I guess. The third thing that I really don't like at all about being a tranny is sex preparation. I know it's like not as important or like significant as a lot of the other things on this list, but I'm throwing it in here because it is a dirty little not so great thing about being a trans woman. It's something that I'd rather not have to do. I'd much rather, like, if I was born in a cis female body, like, it'd be nice to just be able to put out, like, without having to, let's just be honest here. It'd be nice to just be able to spread my legs and be like, okay, I'm good. Like, there's nothing to worry about here. But unfortunately, I do have to worry about, like, if I'm, like, clean or not, or, like, if I eat too much food or that sort of thing, because you want to keep it clean. I know I have a song or two called Dirty Trammy, but I ain't that dirty. Well, sometimes. I've had some pretty bad mistakes before. Well, I've had some accidents before, but we don't need to talk about those. Keeping it clean is just like a whole extra, like, step, like tucking. It's like a whole extra, like, addition that you have to do if you, like, want to have, like, clean intercourse. So yeah, just, it really isn't that great of a thing. Okay, so the fourth thing that I am not a big fan of about being trans is actually the community itself. I do not like being lumped in with the LGBT community or the LGB community, because my opinion is, well, it's not even my opinion, it's that trans is not a sexuality like being lesbian or gay or bi is. It's an identity. And I think that the community is a bit out of control. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I think it's over glamorized. I think it's pushed way too much nowadays. Being trans is not sexuality, so it shouldn't even be in the equation of, yeah, I'm gonna say it now, I don't think that trans should even be part of Pride Month, period. It's like, we don't need to be pushing, especially the fact that we're, like, pushing this onto, like, young kids. It is pretty devastating. Okay, the final thing that I really don't like about being a transsexual is that I have a lived past as a boy. Now, this doesn't pertain to every trans person out there, but some people are trans kids, I get that. But me, I was socialized to be a boy, and it's not like my parents, like, made me, like, do, like, really boyish things. Like, they didn't force me to, like, play football, or they didn't force me to, like, mow the lawn or do any, like, sort of, like, I don't know, like, manly activity or anything like that. But it's just, like, the fact that, like, I have, like, a lived, like, past of where, like, that's how the world saw me, and, like, it's, I don't know, it's just kind of disappointing, I guess. It's beautiful in its own respect that, like, okay, you can see, like, oh, like, I changed and I grew as a person, but it's just one of those things where it's like, I can't show just some person, like, oh, this is, you know, what I was when I was in first grade, or this is what I was for Halloween or whatever. And so I have pictures and videos of me when I was younger, you know, wearing guys' clothing. My hair was cut short. My dad always made sure to cut my hair. He, like, never let me grow it out long. Well, for me, it's, like, mostly things like photos, because, like, I can't just go back and, like, look at, oh, like, this was me in first grade, or this was me in, you know, at this event or whatever when I was this age. Like, I have a chunk of my life where I am not presented as this gender that I am now. So it's one of those things where it's like, I can't just show, like, anyone my past. I can't share, like, those, like, past stories and stuff. But yeah, like, not being able to, like, look at old photos, or, like, or not being able to like show people old photos and show like the like it's an evolution. It's just a different kind of evolution, I guess. So it's beautiful in its own way, but it's still one of those things where it's like, yeah. So it kind of sucks. So those are 5 things that I don't really like too much about being trans. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. For those of you that don't know, I also am a music artist. So I'm gonna plug Dirty Trammy, one of the songs I mentioned in this video, right now.
HTS your favorite tranny. Tell your mom and dad and don't forget your granny. I'm trying to win a Grammy. You better call a nanny. Girls night and your nigga in my panties.
So if you like that, make sure to go check out my SoundCloud. Link is in the description. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.